Have you ever felt like you were caught up in the hustle and bustle of life without a clear direction? Have you ever wondered how to live a happier and more meaningful life in this modern world? Imagine you are facing a stressful day at work. The pressures from work, family, and relationships make you feel like you can't take it anymore. Do you want to know the secret to not only overcoming these difficulties, but also finding peace and happiness in every situation? The answer lies in today's Stoic lessons, ancient philosophies that are still extremely useful in modern life. Let's explore 5 Stoic lessons that can immediately change your life. Are you wondering, how can I apply these principles to my daily life? Don't worry, because in this video, Morgan will share specific steps, helping you understand and apply them most effectively. Join me on a journey to discover the principles of Stoicism and turn them into powerful weapons to conquer all challenges. Before we begin, I want to ask you one thing. Have you ever felt out of control and not sure what to do next? Or have you ever felt like you needed to make a change to live a happier life, but you didn't know how to do it, where to start, or what to prepare? Then, this is the video for you. Watch the whole video today, especially the magic that will be revealed at the end of the video. Morgan will share a small but extremely effective secret to help you apply these lessons easily and quickly. You will be surprised at the positive changes they bring, if you are interested and want to know the answer. So before we get started on this journey, Morgan has a small favor to ask of you. Like, subscribe to our awesome community, and leave a comment below saying, "I am resilient." This mantra will help us solidify our commitment to handling difficult situations with grace and strength. Your comment will help YouTube realize that there are more people who need to hear this message. Are you ready to change this situation? Now, let's move on to the first, and also one of the most important lessons of Stoicism. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by challenges that seemed insurmountable? At those times, we often feel afraid and easily give up. But it is in the darkest moments that courage becomes the torch that lights the way, guiding us to overcome all obstacles. Imagine you are standing in front of a towering mountain. The feeling of fear makes you want to turn around and run away. However, if you dare to move forward, step by step, you will find that the mountain is no longer as scary as it was at first. Courage is not the absence of fear, but knowing how to move forward despite fear. So why not start this journey right now? Face every challenge with courage and discover your endless potential. Number 1. Face adversity with courage. Today, Morgan wants to start with a special story about Roger Federer, one of the greatest tennis players of all time. Did you know that there was a time when Federer faced constant injuries and failures which almost broke him down and made him think about giving up his career? So, what helped him overcome these challenges to become a legendary symbol of the tennis world? The answer is courage, and that is also the first lesson in the series of Stoic lessons that I want to share with you today. In life, no one can avoid challenges and difficulties. At those times, we often feel scared, worried, and want to give up. But Stoicism teaches us that those challenges are opportunities for us to grow and become stronger. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "Obstacles are not obstacles, they are the way." This quote reminds us that every difficulty we encounter is not an obstacle to our progress, but a path to self-development and self-improvement. Think about your life. Are there times when you feel pushed to the limit, seemingly unable to overcome? Are there times when you find an inner strength you never knew you had? That is courage. Courage is not the absence of fear, but acting in spite of fear. It is the torch that shines in the darkness, the source of energy that propels us forward, even when everything seems to be against us. In Christianity, courage is also a highly valued virtue. Jesus taught that we should fear not, only believe. This means that even when faced with great challenges, we should maintain our faith and courage to overcome them. Faith and courage not only help us face difficulties, but also bring us peace and confidence in the future. Looking back at Roger Federer's story, we see that courage not only helped him overcome injuries and failures, but also helped him achieve great success. Federer did not let difficulties discourage him, but instead, he faced them with courage and determination. And that is the power of Stoicism, turning challenges into opportunities to grow and improve yourself. Ask yourself, what difficulties are you facing in life? How can you apply courage to overcome them? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. I look forward to hearing your stories. A famous Stoic philosopher, Seneca, said, "Courage leads to heaven, fear leads to death." This quote reminds us that only when we face difficulties with courage can we find the path to true happiness and success. So, don't let fear rule you. Use courage to overcome all challenges and discover the hidden potential within yourself. Finally, Morgan wants you to remember that courage not only helps you overcome difficulties, but also inspires those around you. Be a source of motivation and light for others by facing all challenges with courage and determination. If you find this video useful, please like or subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on great lessons. Overcoming difficulties with courage not only makes us stronger, but also opens the door to a happier life. As we learn to face and overcome challenges, we also gradually realize that happiness does not lie in avoiding difficulties, but in finding joy and peace in the present moment. Let's continue our journey to discover the second lesson. Find happiness in the present. Life will become more complete and meaningful when we know how to enjoy every precious moment we have, instead of worrying about the future or regretting the past. Are you ready to step into this new lesson? Let's learn how to find happiness in the simple and ordinary things of everyday life. Number 2, seek happiness in the present. Did you know that according to a recent study, up to 70% of adults feel unhappy and worried about the future? This makes me wonder, why do we spend so much time worrying about things that haven't happened yet, instead of enjoying the beautiful moments of the present? Let's explore the second Stoic lesson, a lesson that can immediately change the way you see and experience life. Morgan believes that happiness is not something far away, but the simple moments that we can find right now. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, once said, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." This means that happiness does not lie in big or distant things, but in the way we think and feel about our daily lives. In modern life, we often get caught up in the whirlwind of work, responsibilities, and long-term goals. But stop for a moment and ask yourself, am I really living in this moment? In fact, slowing down and enjoying each moment not only reduces stress, but also brings joy and peace. From a Christian perspective, Jesus taught, "Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough troubles of its own." This quote reminds us that worrying about the future only takes away the value of the present. Instead of constantly thinking about what might happen, take time to be grateful and appreciate what we have. Imagine you are sitting in a garden, breathing in the fresh air and looking at the flowers in bloom. Can you feel the peace and happiness in that moment? That is the beauty of living in the present. Such small moments, when we really take the time to feel and appreciate, bring joy and satisfaction that nothing else can compare to. So how can we live in the present and find happiness in the simple things of everyday life? Here are some helpful tips. 1. Practice meditation and focus on your breathing. Meditation helps you reduce stress and brings peace to your mind. Take a few minutes each day to focus on your breathing and feel each present moment. 2. Keep a gratitude journal. Every day, write down at least 3 things that you are grateful for. This will help you focus on the positive and appreciate what you have. 3. Make time for activities you love. Make time for things you love, whether it is reading, walking, or cooking. These activities help you connect with yourself and find joy in life. 4. Communicate and connect with loved ones. Spend quality time with family and friends. Moments shared and bonded with loved ones will bring priceless happiness. 5. Accept and love yourself. Be kind to yourself, accept your flaws, and love yourself. When you love yourself, you will easily find happiness in life. Morgan hopes that through this lesson, you will find inspiration to live fully in every moment and find happiness in the simple things. If you find this lesson useful, please share how you live in the present and your happy moments. I look forward to hearing your story and together creating a positive and happy community. As we learn to find happiness in the present, we begin to realize that joy and peace lie not in what we achieve, but in how we experience and feel life each day. However, to truly enjoy the present moment, we need to learn to control our emotions. Negative emotions such as anxiety, fear, and anger can cloud our joy and throw us off balance. So the next step in our Stoic journey is to master our emotions. Join me, Morgan, to explore how we can train ourselves to control and regulate our emotions, making life easier and more peaceful. Are you ready to learn how Stoicism helps us master our emotions? Let's jump into this exciting lesson. Number 3. Master your emotions. Have you ever wondered why successful people are able to stay calm and in control of their emotions under enormous pressure? They may face stressful and challenging situations, but they still maintain their composure and clarity. What is their secret? Billionaire Warren Buffett once shared that he had to face difficult decisions, but the most important thing that helped him maintain clarity was the ability to control his emotions. It is amazing to know that one of the richest people in the world also had to learn to manage his emotions. This makes us realize that no matter what position we are in, the ability to master emotions is always a key factor to achieve success and happiness. Mastering emotions is not easy, but it is not impossible. In Stoic philosophy, we learn to observe and understand our emotions so that we do not get swept away by the waves of negative emotions. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "People are not affected by events, but by the way they look at events." This means that our emotions do not come from what happens around us, but from how we react to them. From a Christian perspective, controlling our emotions is also an important part of living out our faith. St. Paul advised believers, "Be angry without sinning. Don't let the sun go down while being angry." This reminds us that emotions are not inherently bad, but we need to learn to control them and not let them lead us into wrong actions. Mastering emotions is a long-term process that requires patience and self-awareness. Imagine you are in the middle of a heated argument. Instead of letting anger take over, stop, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, "Is this emotion really helping me?" When we are aware of our emotions, we can choose to respond in a calmer and more rational way. To master your emotions, we need to practice the following 3 steps. 1. Recognize your emotions. Recognize and name the emotions you are experiencing. This helps you understand yourself better and not let your emotions overwhelm you. 2. Accept your emotions. Instead of trying to deny or suppress them, accept that emotions are a natural part of life. This helps you face and deal with emotions more effectively. 3. Regulate your emotions. Find ways to regulate your emotions by focusing on positive things, practicing meditation, or doing activities that bring you joy and peace. Have you ever faced a situation where your emotions became too strong and difficult to control? What did you do to overcome it? Share your story. Morgan would love to hear from you. When you learn to master your emotions, life becomes easier and more peaceful. By controlling strong emotions, you can see things more clearly and honestly. This leads you to the next important step in your Stoic journey. When you are not ruled by emotions, you can listen to your soul's true calling, living according to the values and principles you believe in. Join Morgan to discover how to live authentically, not only to find personal happiness, but also to build a meaningful and fulfilling life. Are you ready to live authentically? Number 4, live authentically. Did you know that many successful people like Steve Jobs broke the social mold to live authentically? They not only found success, but also found happiness and deep satisfaction in life. Steve Jobs once said, "Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life." He abandoned the traditional path of education to pursue his passion for technology and innovation, even though it meant facing opposition and doubt from his family and society. His insistence on staying true to himself helped him create Apple, one of the most innovative companies in the world. From a Stoic perspective, being true to yourself is about understanding your personal values and principles and having the courage to live by them despite external pressures. Seneca, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "The important thing is not to live, but to live rightly." This means that the value of life is not in the number of years we live, but in how we live. Being true to yourself requires courage and deep self-awareness. Imagine you are at a crossroads in your life. One path leads to safety and ease, and the other path leads to your true passion and values, but is full of challenges. Which path will you choose? When you choose to be true to yourself, you are choosing a life that is meaningful and fulfilling, even when faced with hardship. From a Christian perspective, being true to yourself is also an important virtue. Jesus taught, "You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." This emphasizes that being true to yourself is not only freeing, but also the path to true holiness and happiness. When we are true to ourselves and live by the moral values we believe in, we not only feel peace, but also bring light and hope to those around us. To be true to ourselves, we need to take the following 3 steps. Know yourself. Take time to understand yourself, your values, your passions, and your goals. Journal, meditate, or engage in activities that help you connect deeply with your inner self. Accept yourself. Accept all aspects of yourself, both your strengths and weaknesses. This will help you to be confident and not be swayed by social pressures. Act according to your values. Live and act according to the values and principles that you believe in. Don't be afraid of outside judgments or pressures. When you are true to yourself, you will feel true joy and satisfaction. Have you ever felt pressured to live up to other people's expectations instead of your own? What did you do to overcome that pressure and be true to yourself? Morgan hopes that through this lesson, you will find inspiration to live true to yourself. Share your experiences in living true to yourself and the values you believe in. When we learn to be true to ourselves, we find that life becomes more meaningful and fulfilling. Living in accordance with our personal values and principles not only brings freedom, but also helps us feel true happiness. This brings us to the final and perhaps most important lesson in the Stoic journey: practicing gratitude. Being grateful for what we have increases our joy and satisfaction in everyday life. Join me, Morgan, in this video to explore the final and most important Stoic lesson. It is the key to unlocking a truly happy and fulfilled life. Are you ready? Join me in this final lesson. Number 5. Practice gratitude. Did you know that according to a study, people who practice gratitude daily are up to 25% happier than those who do not? Amazing, right? Gratitude is not only a good feeling, but also a powerful solution to help us feel satisfied and happy in life. In the modern world, we often get caught up in the hustle and bustle of work and life, easily forgetting the simple and precious things around us. But successful people like billionaire Richard Branson always take time every day to practice gratitude. This is what helps them maintain balance and happiness in a busy and stressful life. From the perspective of Stoic philosophy, gratitude is one of the core elements that help us live a fulfilling life. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "He who knows enough is rich." This emphasizes that happiness does not lie in having a lot of things, but in appreciating what we have. When we practice gratitude, we shift our attention from what we lack to what we have. Not only does this reduce stress, it also brings a sense of peace and satisfaction. In Christianity, gratitude is also an important virtue. St. Paul wrote in his letter to the Thessalonians, "Rejoice always, pray without ceasing, give thanks in all circumstances." This reminds us that gratitude is not just a personal act, but also a way for us to connect with God and those around us. Practicing gratitude is an ongoing process that requires patience. Start by taking a few minutes each day to write down the things you are grateful for. This can be small things like a delicious meal, a nice day of weather, or help from a friend. When you focus on the positive, you will find that life becomes more beautiful and meaningful. Imagine you are walking in a park, feeling the fresh air and looking at the green trees. Take a moment to think about all the things you are grateful for in that moment. This will help you feel a sense of joy and peace that you may have missed in your daily life. Have you ever practiced gratitude? How did you feel after writing down the things you were grateful for? Morgan hopes that through this lesson, you will find inspiration to practice gratitude daily. After exploring the 5 Stoic lessons that can instantly change our lives, I feel extremely grateful to have you along for this journey. From facing difficulties with courage, finding happiness in the present, mastering emotions, being true to yourself, to practicing gratitude, each lesson brings us deep values and meanings. Morgan believes that her sharing has helped you find inspiration to apply the Stoic principles to your daily life. Remember, every small step we take contributes to building a happier and more fulfilling life. Thank you for taking the time to listen and share with me. It is your support and interaction that has created a strong and positive community. If you have any thoughts, questions, or stories to share, please leave a comment. I look forward to hearing from you and continuing to learn from each other's experiences. Morgan sincerely thanks and appreciates every moment we have spent together. Thank you for taking the time to watch and listen. Before we end, can you do Morgan a small favor? It would mean a lot to me to let me know what you think of this video by selecting one of the following options. 1. Unsatisfied. 2. Neutral. 3. Satisfied. 4. Very satisfied. Please leave your vote in the comments section below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share with your friends, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on future videos. Also, check out the other videos shown at the end of this video. Thank you, and I hope you find joy and peace in your life. See you in the next videos. Wishing you a peaceful and happy day.